Hello, friend. If it's your first time here, I want to welcome you to the collective, and to those of you returning, I'm so excited to see you again. In this reading, we are going to be asking what is blocking us, what is keeping us stuck or trapped in this spot that feels like we just can't get out of, that we don't know how to move from. It's like one of those things where it's like, I've been here for so long, what can I do different? So in order to find out what it is that we can do different, first we need to know what has got us stuck here. And you're gonna be like, Kirsten, it's obvious, but hear me out. I need to know the underlying things, the things that are telling us about the right now, not what started or caused all of this. So let's just get a few more cards so that way we can understand and see the problem more clearly. And then that way we are able to focus better on the solution. Just one more, there we go, one more card. All right. So first we got responsibility. This tells me that part of what's going on has to do with something that's just, what you have to do for your everyday. And what I mean by that, it's something that's, not necessarily bigger than you, but it's something that is big and it's part of your journey. It's part of your path. And what I love about this card is it shows that responsibility has weight. Like there's a whole darkness to it, and you can, walk forward or you can stay stuck. And I feel like it's the staying stuck or staying in the same place that creates that darkness that you're in. Desperate. Again, this card is very visual, and it's one of those where if you've been there, you've done that, you know what desperation feels like. And when we're desperate, we put ourselves in a place where we have limited thinking and limited believing. And sometimes we'll make silly decisions that aren't good for us because we're just trying to fix the problem. And the problem that we're trying to fix is on a short-term solution, and we're not even looking at the long-term. We're just at whatever is right in front of us and seeing it for, almost like the desolation that we're feeling on the inside. And then we got love. So what my favorite part about this card is we have someone going up the steps and someone going down the steps. Love is a reminder that you have to meet somebody in the middle. You can't just expect someone to rise up to the level that you need them to, or to come down to the level that you need them to. And this sometimes has to be you with yourself. So love doesn't necessarily have to be you in a romantic relationship, and it doesn't even have to be you with family or friends. This could be you loving yourself, but you really getting clear on who you are and looking yourself in the mirror and, evening everything out. And I want to remind you too that this card could just be a friendship. It could be a family. It could be, something. It doesn't have to be your partner. And then we have overthinking. So this card is just so accurate too. It's like desperation, where it's a very obvious image where, you're literally in your head, standing in your head. And if you're standing in your head, I bet you're not actively doing things. You're not working on things. You're not doing what you can to get yourself into a place that can make a difference. Overthinking means that you've done enough thinking and that we need to start doing. Overthinking means that the only place that we find comfort right now is staying in our head, and we're just causing so much clutter and distraction up there that we're not even able to see any solution whatsoever. Now I want to bring the tarot cards in, and I want to know more about what it is that has us thinking that I really feel like this love card is that you're expecting somebody to come and save you instead of loving yourself. I get being trapped. I get feeling overwhelmed. I get knowing that there's a lot that needs to be done, or that this might be bigger than you. But I want to know what led us to the belief that, this is just it, that we have to stay suffering in this place, that there is no out for us, that there is no hope. Because right now, who you are feels very hopeless and in a spot where you can't find peace. And that's not fun. That's not a good place to be. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in its reverse position. Ace of Pentacles is a difficult card to deal with anyway, because first off, I just want to say that Pentacles is not just about finances. It's about your time and energy, because you spend time and you spend energy. But when you get the Ace of Pentacles in its upright or reverse position, it's that blank canvas. It's that blank canvas and you're just like, what do I do with this? If I do anything on it, I can make a mistake. And when it's in its reverse position, when the ace is in its reverse position, you are stuck and you're overthinking and you're so worried about the fact that you might somehow mess this up. When really, you just need to start doing things. You need to get yourself to do. You need to get yourself to utilize and, just go with the flow. See where this new experience can take you. And you know what? If you fail, you fail. That's okay. Failure at least means you attempted something. If you're not failing, are you even trying? Our next card, the Tower in its reverse position. Tower is change. It's upheaval. It means that something happened that was outside of your control and here you are doing your best. But when the Tower is in its reverse position, it's also, again, it's a reminder that you're just trying to build the tower back up. You're trying to hold everything in place. You're trying to stop the crumbling from happening. But the crumbling is meant to happen. You can't save the building. So let the crumble happen. Let the fallout happen. Just let everything be as it's going to be, and then start building the pieces one by one back into something new. You can't go back to the old way. You need to find a new way. And then we have the Ten of Wands in its reverse position. Ten of Wands is a heavy burden to bear, but tens are also about completion. So when you get the Ten of Wands, it's telling me that you have the weight of the world on your shoulders and that you're carrying so much, and you've been carrying so much for so long, and you're feeling broken and tired and exhausted, and that you feel like there is truly no way out of it. That's desperation. That's you carrying all the responsibility. That's you in this overthinking. But remember how I said tens are about completion. And when I say tens are about completion, it's one of those where it's what can you let go of right now in this moment? What can you let go of today and focus on today? And then whatever you drop today, you can pick back up tomorrow. Tens mean that you are near an end here. And the Tower in its reverse position typically means the same too. This is one of those things where, let's get to the next card. The Page of Wands. Okay, yeah, new action. I was literally going to say this is one of those things where something has come to an end and you just need to do something new, and then we got the Page of Wands. New action is definitely required. Pages are all about new. They're about being, new in experience, thinking about starting a new job or starting a new hobby or even trying a complicated recipe for the first time. You're going to be new, and that's okay. Whatever the situation is, it's okay that it's scary, and it's okay that it's shaky, and it's okay that you don't have the answers. That's okay. That is part of the process. Sooner you accept that you don't have to know everything and you don't have to be perfect at everything, but you just have to keep doing it, the easier it's going to get. So allow yourself to be in a space, to be in a place where instead of saying, I failed, I'm a disaster, everything failed because of me, yeah, it failed, it's fine, it crumbled, it's fine, that's okay. Staying where you're at isn't going to help you. Allowing yourself to say, what do I have to do next? What actions can I take next? How can I love myself next in order to get through this? That is what's going to help you. Now I want to ask the cards. I want to have some encouragement. I want to have some answers on how we can better be this Page of Wands. Because the Page of Wands is the solution. It is part of the answer. So what is it exactly that we can do to get out of our head, to see hope again, to feel anything other than fear, anxiety, and overwhelming dread? Because that's what I'm getting from your energy right now. And I get it. I've been there. I've been in bad positions. I've been in positions where I thought that there was no way out. But you know what? Somehow a way out was always presented to me in one way or another. So I know that a way out will be presented to you in a way that is healthy and helping you to move forward. Surrender. I literally said that at some point in this reading. I talked about surrender. And I think I talked about it with the Tower, actually. You need to allow things to unfold as they are. Stop trying to force it to happen your way. Let things take its natural course. Let life do what it's going to do, and just surrender. Patience. Oh, this card is always a slap in the face. There's no way around it. But with patience, it's a reminder too that, sometimes the best thing you can do is just take that deep breath. Take that deep breath, give yourself a good shower, surrender, and allow yourself to just sleep on it. Allow yourself to, say, you know what? This right now is bigger than what I can handle. And I just need to put trust in something, whether it be the universe, God, spirit, whether it be, some type of process that you started, whatever it is, you need to trust it. Golden Crown. All right, so this is asking you to come out and use your intuition. Golden Crown also comes out when it's one of those things where, again, this is a one and done lesson. This isn't something that you're going to have to repeat. What you're going through is going to be something that is, right now it's difficult. Like, I'm not denying that you're in a difficult situation. But what I am saying with Golden Crown here is that this is something that you can get through, that you're going to get through. And then when you get through it, you can be that support to others. You can help others. You can be that light. This is one of those things where this is a really difficult part of your story, 100%. But if you can get through this story, if you can get through this part of your story, you'll be able to help others in their story as well. So allow yourself to just do what needs to be done, not have to repeat this again. Let this be a one-time thing that you ever go through. Let yourself ascend and let yourself be somebody who can lead others who are in similar situations as you are now. Sacred Journey. Again, I feel like the cards at this point are kind of just being obvious, but there's something about this that is important that you go through. This is a life lesson. This isn't just a perchance circumstance. If you believe in soul contracts, this is probably something that's in your soul contract. If you don't, just trust that this is something that you're going to go through and that, you're going to come out on the other side so much stronger, so much, just more confident and knowledgeable about who you are as a person. Sacred Journey is all about you shedding skin and becoming the person that you're meant to be. Not the person necessarily that you want to be, but the person that is who's inside of you, that has been wanting to come out, that has always been a part of you since you were a child, and who society has probably stuffed down because society likes to put us in boxes that aren't meant for us to be a part of. Now I just want to ask the cards for some encouragement, because this reading is very heavy. You are just in such a tough space, and I want us to focus on this love card, because this love card has been the only thing that I think, other than the Page of Wands, has been an answer and how to move forward with an answer other than surrender and patience and trusting. So there's something about what you're going through and what you have in your situation that has to deal with you loving yourself and loving, what it is that you do have that's going good for you, and trusting the process and being new at whatever the situation is. Oop, okay. One more card. You're growing into the person you're meant to be. I literally was saying that with Sacred Journey and the Golden Crown, and I mean, come on, that's just the cards being cards. I mean, honestly, the synchronicity of that is ridiculous. Like, Spirit is literally saying, like, this is part of your journey. Trust your instincts to guide you toward your truth. Again, about that intuition, about you knowing your answers. It's one of those things where it might not make logical sense, but it is the answer, it is the way, so just trust it. Because think of it like when you're following your GPS to a destination that you kind of know how to get to, and it's telling you to take this like obscure 5-minute longer route that like is pointless, and you're just like, why would I go that way when I know this way is so much quicker and so much more convenient? But what you don't know and what hasn't caught up on your GPS yet is that there was a wreck there that happened, and that convenient way is going to take you 20 minutes longer than this 5-minute route that would normally just take you 5 minutes out. So trust your instincts, trust your inner GPS. Become your own muse, be your own inspiration. Okay, so I was talking about how like this love card was important, and about how loving yourself and loving, you're like doing what you need to for yourself was important. And I feel like this is really big on too with you being that person who's going to be able to help others. Be your own muse, be your own inspiration. Find something in this situation that can help you just find happiness in something, whether it be cooking, you're gardening, crocheting, painting, listening to music, dancing. Do what you can to get yourself out of this funk and just find some splash of happiness. Guard yourself against negativity by focusing on gratitude. I feel like the last card is always like the most roundabout answer that they give, but it's like the most direct answer also. Because this is huge too. So yeah, you're in a dark spot. I get that. There's not a lot of light right now. The best way to get to the lighter spot, the best way to get to that happier spot is to focus on the gratitude. Focus on the things that are going good. Because if you can focus on that, you find it easier than all the negative things going around you. Now, with that being said, I am not saying that you should be like, I'm thankful for this terrible thing that happened to me, yada yada. No. I'm not doing toxic positivity here. What I am saying is when you can find something to be thankful for, one or two things every day, you realize that, oh, the things that I'm grateful for today, a week ago, I took for granted. And now I realize what I do have. And it's just one of those things that it does help build you in a good way. So be grateful for the things that shine in your life. Be grateful for those things. And the negative things, yeah, they suck. I'm not going to take that away from you. Sometimes shit just happens and, something good comes out of it. Cool. Sometimes it just happens. What matters is what you choose to do. I want to thank you so much for being part of my collective today, and I really just want to remind you that you are never truly walking this path alone. You are part of this collective, and I know you can get through this, and I cannot wait to hear your story. If you have questions on how to get past this just darkness or get yourself into some type of inspiration, hit me up in the comments below. We have a community of people. Let's help each other. And if you want more information to your specific cause or your specific situation, there is a link in the description below. Go ahead and click on it. I do have some free dates. I would love to help you out. I thank you for everything you have, and I really wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye.